Hi guys, this is Michelle Nicolaisen with bombshell.com, and today I'm reviewing Conqu. I'm assuming that's how you say it. It's Conqu. It's a getting things done based task management system, so there's some of the functionality that I will probably not really explore just because I don't use getting things done as a productivity system. But even if you don't use getting things done, I feel like it's a really good task management program. It's one of the nice ones because it's simple to get started using, but there's a fair amount of complexity once you actually dig into it. So this is the inbox, this is the default where the idea is that you just type tasks here and then you go through and sort them. So you can click on a task and you can see that that brings up this detailed menu. And here you can choose the project, you can choose the due date, you can choose this is clearly important, so it needs to be done on Friday, right? I don't have any context set because I don't really get the point in using that if you're using projects. And then you can tag it as well. So it does have due date and scheduled for, which I think is interesting, and I think that's an interesting idea because you could schedule it for one day, like this that you could, if you, especially if you were sharing it with other people, you could set it up as like, okay, well, I'm scheduling it for Wednesday, but Friday is the day that it really needs to absolutely get done by. But I think it's interesting because not only can you tag things and you can flag them with like these color-coded things here, but you can also select how long it's going to take you and the energy level that it will take you. And then you can assign it to people, which is something that's a premium thing. I think it's like $50 a year. It's pretty nominal. So once you sort it, you can go back to the inbox, and then you'll see that that's not in the inbox anymore. The stuff that gets tagged next, you can create it by typing in next. Future is stuff that's been assigned a date in the future, and you can see it has this nice little sort of calendar-based thing up here. And you can see, you know, due groceries is scheduled for Wednesday, but the deadline is Thursday. And then there's also, you know, waiting on the tasks that have been assigned to somebody else. And if you're using this with a team, whether that's like one or two people, this would be a useful thing to be able to see at a glance. And then I just created like a live project and a work project. So you can also set things to repeat. You can set things to a back burner. You can search across everything. At the end of the day, the tasks that have been more completed are archived. And this is the Mac app. The internet interface is pretty much the same. I would show you, but I've already set my screen recording to a certain dimension, so it'd mess it up. We wouldn't be able to see it all. But the internet interface is pretty much the same. I think they've got a free app for Windows too. And they also have, one of the things that kind of differentiates them is that they have a ton of mobile apps. Like they have iPhone and Android and iPad. I believe they have iPad. I know they have iPhone and Android. But I think that they also have like Nook and maybe even a Kindle Fire app. They've got a bunch of different stuff. So if it's really, really important for you for it to be mobile, then this might be something to look at, especially if you have like a Nook that you've hacked into a tablet or something. So that pretty much covers it. Overall, I'm really impressed with this. I think it's one of the better ones I've seen, and I think it would be, I'm not sure if it would be the tool I would recommend for handling large, really complex projects with teams of like 5 or more people. But if you're a solopreneur or if you just work with a VA and you want something that works across multiple platforms, then this is definitely something that you should take a look at. Especially like the really smooth color coding, but we all know I'm a big color coding geek. So guys, that's Conqu. This was Michelle from bombshell.com, bombchelle.com, and you can check out my other video reviews there and see blog posts on productivity and organization as well. Thanks, and have a great day.